And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and today I am reviewing Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my very first Game Boy Advance game review. I don't own a Game Boy Advance, so how was I able to play this game? Actually, I have a DS Lite. It's in my backpack right now, but for the longest time, I've had it forever, and I never knew that it had GBA backwards compatibility with it. I knew the original did. I didn't know they kept that for the light version, which I'm really glad they did, and that's how I'm able to play it. But anyways, Jeffofthemellows gave me a bunch of GBA games that he was given by his parents. He gave me those to play for reviews, and this was the first of those. So thank you very much to him for letting me borrow this game and giving me the chance to play it. So, let's jump right into it, shall we? First off, when you die, the frame rate really drops down. I don't know if that's intentional or not, or that's like something that like a lot of people experience, or is it just me? I don't know. Every time I died, though, it always would like just go way down and like freeze for a minute. I don't know. It's just weird. And this is a problem because literally everything in this game can hurt you and will hurt you. There's enemies that you get within like 2 blocks of them, they'll hurt you. Even if they're not hitting you. Some will just jump out of nowhere. Like I was going in a house and stuff jumps out of fire, out like the fireplaces, and then bam, you can't see it when you're going through the first time. And most times, like I say, you don't even know what hit you. Sometimes bugs will drop shit from the sky, and it's just like this tiny little particle, just the tiniest little particle that you can't make out, especially if you've never seen it before, been hit by it before, and then boom, you get hit and you see it down the heart. You're like, what happened? What's going on here? And it's just so frequent and stupid, and you can't jump on stuff, and I wish you could do that, and you just can't, and everything can hurt you, and sometimes things come out of the ground, and it just becomes too much. It is just a lot. Also, I thought the levels were very large with many different paths to take, but most times I found myself getting like lost, getting turned around, and so you gotta and there's a lot of backtracking that you gotta do if you want to collect all the good stuff to see in the game, which is good. I think that's good for a lot of good playability, even replayability to an extent. So that's cool. Though there wasn't really anything like new to see. Like everything's pretty repetitive after a while, especially with the enemies. There's not really any enemies that you don't see the first time that you'll never see again. It's just the same few over and over and over. Locations are different, I guess, but the collectibles are pretty much the same. And it gets repetitive, so you end up not going for them eventually. Also, I wish the enemies that we killed in an area stayed dead, not we leave that area and come back and everything is alive again. Seriously, it's just so annoying because sometimes things can, again, just jump out at you from nowhere, and you gotta just deal with it, I guess, and that's just annoying. It's very lazy on the developer's part, and it just, it just sucks, I also wish we had more chances to save our progress. There's usually 1 or 2 save points in the levels, but they're very far spread out, and you have no way of possibly saving your progress before you are after that point until you get to another one. And usually they're planted pretty far from where you have to go. So if you get to a point where you keep dying, you gotta work your way all the way back. And I just wish that wasn't a thing. I don't know how good GBA games were with save files and whatnot, but you're playing it, if you have it compatible with the DS, come on, you gotta be a little bit better than that. Let's be honest here. So what about some overall thoughts about the game? The platforming and the controls are actually not bad. They're pretty fun, really, to be frank with you. And they work well. It's just there's a lot of like little things that they cut corners on and just went not really addressed. They were kind of just, okay, do the bare minimum and there you go. And it really takes a lot of the good functionality out of the fun platforming, out of the just going through and exploring all these cool levels and everything that they have to see. It just brings it all down, and that's kind of sad because it shows that this game had potential to be better than it was, and they just let it be, and that's kind of annoying. And also the repetitiveness with the enemies and the collectibles, the little variety, and just it happening over and over and over again as you work your way through all the levels. It can get for some pretty boring gameplay after a while. There are, however, overall a lot of elements in the game that make it more fun than a game I would consider a bad game. There's there's the what am I talking about? Fun platforming, the good controls, and it's fun to battle enemies once you figure everything out. And the story's okay, like especially if you're a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, you're going to like this game. I've also never seen that movie, so at least at the time of recording this, I've never seen that movie. So there's not a lot of things I can place as far as like, oh, this is cool because I'm a fan of the movie. Like, I don't have that. I'm taking a unfan look at the game. I'm just not a fan, really. That's really all my thoughts, though. It had so much potential. It could have been so much better, but alas, we were stuck with this. So, but it was far from the worst that we could have been stuck with, honestly. Anyways, though, for my final score for A Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King, gonna have to give this one a good 7 out of 10. It's not terrible, but it's far from great as well. So, but anyways, if you've ever played Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So that's gonna do it for this game review and this video. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. Till next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.